Great build quality, lightweight yet durable metal casing, very easy setup. All that was required was plugging the switch into an outlet and plugging the Ethernet cable to the 5th slot. Was mildly disappointed as I was expecting 5 Ethernet slots plus an additional slot for connecting it to my router. However, it is still very adequate for my purposes, and had I looked into it, this information is present. Happy with the purchase. I'd give it 10 stars for value for money. It's far too cheap emo. This device splits and manages IP traffic between 4 devices and 1 connection to the router seamlessly and silently. The only criticism I could possibly have is that I should have bought the 8-port switch. The 5 works now but is at capacity, and you'll be surprised how many household electronic devices have Ethernet ports, once you start to look. Note, I wanted to use this remote from the router, using a power line setup. Router to power line using Ethernet, overlaying main to other power line, Ethernet to switch, and then 4 devices going into the switch. This worked perfectly for me. At first I bought a cheap switch, I mean, why not? This was for all the devices that need network connection under my TV. So I bought one at first from a cheaper make. Big mistake, intermittent data flow and some ports failed completely. So I then went for this NETGEAR switch, at a higher price to most. Well, it's made of metal, so well isolated and tough, works perfectly, lights much brighter than on the other one. Basically it's a quality construction and works well. As they say, buy cheap, pay later. Get this NETGEAR switch if you want an easy life and the best quality. I've moved my broadband router to the other side of the room, and this meant some devices would need longer cable runs. Rather than buying new, longer Ethernet cables and having to run them all around the room, I kept the existing cabling and just used this switch as a junction point, with just one Ethernet cable going to the router. Click link in description for more reviews.